Jameson, I thought you called me Bieber for a second there. I'm like, bro, I've been called that way too much. Thank you for the wheel, J-Mo. Emoji J in the house recording this thing. My dude. Initial, what's up? Tawny. Miss Sunshine, I see you, baby. Thank you. Choff FM, my brand new show is officially live. Jameson. It's Choff FM. Happy holidays, y'all. Loving these new holiday gifts. Oh my gosh. Jameson, Miss Sunshine, thank you. Nicole in the house. Bree was good. Big show lined up today. Should we get in the holiday spirit first? I feel like we should. Angel Eyes, what up? Let's kick this thing off proper, baby. Choff it. Big show. We got KMB coming in tonight. We got my girl Zen, host of The Reveal. She's literally still finishing up her show. She's going to be in tonight. I cannot wait. And word on the street is my girl Michaela might be coming in for a second date update, which is a brand new feature of Choff FM. New part of the show. KMB in the house. What up? Wolf Tap, I see you. Let's kick this thing off proper, baby. Choff FM! Man, we got the best guests on Mimi right now. What up, Blake Premier? J-Mo, thank you. We got Tawny in the house. Some entertainment news to get to today. Yo, there's some crazy stuff popping off in the media. I'm just saying. It's going to be a good one. I'm curious to see this situation with Michaela, though. So, she met someone off Meet Me. They did their thing. They got together. The date went well. You know what? I'll just let her explain it all to you. She's going to come in just a little bit. Rin, thank you, baby. Hey-o. Make sure you check out Rin's show, Stumped, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesdays. We got Zen in here. What's up, girl? Yo, Zen is like such a good singer. Have you guys seen her sing? We got the whole family in here. I love this. This is like, my heart is so warm right now. It's so festive. So you know, to kick off this music news, it happens every year. This song, back at number 1 on the charts, Mariah Carey. You know what time it is, baby? Choff FM! Oh, snap. Wolf Taps, thank you. Jameson, thank you, brother. Texas Gypsy, what up? Kim Possible in the house. Miss Sunshine, I see you. Tawny, what up?
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents. Need the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking. Build up on the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy.
Yeah, I love the Zen puns. Oh my gosh. Choff F Zem. I tried, okay, I tried. Alright, let's turn it up and then we're gonna get KMB up in here right after our entertainment news. It's a brand new show, baby. Choff FM. Kirby. Yo, Texas Gypsy, thank you, bro. I am broccoli. So am I, girl. So am I. I'm loving it. Well, I'm so excited you are here. This is my brand new show, which you can notice is kind of similar to my last show. But we needed to update it. We needed to come in fresh. We needed to approach 2021 with just a whole new energy. So that's what we're doing here. And I'm super, super excited. Thank you for being here for the first episode. For real, it means the world to me. Rin, thank you. My name's Choff. If you don't know me, this is what I love to do. I'm passionate about radio. I'm passionate about opening conversations and really just having a lot of fun on the stream. So the cool thing about this show that makes it different than any other show, well, A, is the conversations that we get into. Okay, Thomas. Oh my God, thank you. On top of that, it's not only a show that's on this app with the live streams, it's also on 94.7 Hits FM. Thomas, my ugly sweater. This is not ugly enough. I needed that. Thank you. I'm going to wear it for the next episode. So you have to tap in to find out. But I'm super, super excited. We're moving into the next wave of this show, and we needed to facelift it just a little bit. So thank you for being here. This is super exciting. I want to dive right into this entertainment news. Michaela, we'll have you come in right around 9:30, and it's going to be quick, all right? We're going to have you come in, tell us the story, and then we'll come back next week for your update. So stay tuned for that. That's our second date update. That's a brand new thing that we're doing here at Choff FM, not on the previous show. But first, before we dive into it, I want to dive into some entertainment news. This one kind of hurts my heart. Again, we got KMB, we got Zen coming up in just a sec. But first, I don't know if you've heard this on the news. Lil Wayne is officially facing up to 10 years in federal prison. Federal prison. Lil Wayne. I didn't even know someone like Lil Wayne could be in federal prison. But it's true. Lil Wayne was recently caught on a private jet. He is a convicted felon, and therefore, when you're a felon, you're not able to possess firearms. It's a thing in America. When you get convicted of a felony, you essentially waive your right to own weapons. Your Second Amendment is no longer there for you. Melanie, thank you. Well, Lil Wayne was making a landing on his private jet when authorities asked to search it. He let them search it. They found a .45 caliber pistol, which is gold-plated, by the way. I don't know how much that costs to get a gold-plated pistol, but it costs a lot, and they found it. And they not only found that, but they also found personal supplies of drugs like cocaine and ecstasy, which, listen, I've been a Lil Wayne fan forever. I know he does drugs. We all know he does drugs. It's in his music, okay? But it's super unfortunate. He's facing up to 10 years in federal prison for that. So sending love to Lil Wayne and really sending love to his cellmate. Imagine this, all right? Let's take a trip real quick to federal prison, right? You get convicted of a felony, and you're put in the cell with Lil Wayne. Dog! I'd be down to go to jail for that. You know what I mean? I'd be down to go to jail for that. But I wish him the best about all that. That's super unfortunate. Some other interesting entertainment news. You might have seen this in the headlines today. Your favorite porn could be gone forever. It's true. Pornhub, one of the most popular porn sites in the world, recently fell on allegations of abuse and child pornography. And they made the announcement this morning that they are officially purging all of their unverified content. So some of your favorite porn might not exist anymore, which is, sad, but you know how it goes with porn. It's all free and there's tons of it anyway. So hopefully you don't skip a beat too much there with your, self-pleasuring routines. And if you do, I'm sorry. Other entertainment news today. This is kind of a tough one. There's good and there's bad in this one. So Shawn Mendes had his 4th studio album go #1. That's super, super insane. This, a lot of people work their entire lives to not get #1 even once. Shawn Mendes went ahead and snagged his 4th #1 spot with that with that new album that he just released. Super, super exciting. But he also, the same day, came under fire for misgendering Sam Smith in the media when he didn't refer to them as they. As you know, Sam Smith refers to or prefers the they, them pronouns, and he didn't respect that. So hopefully those two are able to work it out. It's a tough one, I know. Shout out to Rin. She says she only likes verified porn. Listen, I get that. Music charts right now, you know, nothing really new to report on the music charts. Mood is still popping off at number 1. Mariah Carey's Christmas song, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, is officially the second song right now on Billboard. And Ariana Grande, Positions, last week that was at number 4. That has jumped back up to number 3. So, I mean, shout out to Ariana Grande. She's cashing in this year. For everyone just tuning in, hi and welcome. I saw we had some new friends slide in. What up, Mike Bell? Nicole's in here, Crip King, the whole squad. My name's Choff. This is On Air with Choff. Just kidding. That was my old show. This is Choff FM, my new show. And as you can tell, I'm still getting the hang of saying that name there. But I'm super, super excited. We got a lot of stuff to get to. We're talking about weird talks at dinner today. Show of hands. Rob, I know that's you right there with those hands up. Show of hands. Who dreads family dinner conversations around the holidays? Yeah? Can we get a smiley face in the chat if that's you? Because I can't lie to you. I think I'm the only person that actually really, really enjoys diving deep into those weird conversations with family members. I think it's because I have this rule with myself, and basically the rule is I don't believe in awkward. There is no such thing as awkward to me. So I try to push the limits and really toe the line with those conversations as much as I can. And it leads to some super spicy conversation, and it always leaves me kind of how do I say this without sounding like I'm being a conceited person? It makes me feel like I have the upper hand in the conversations because I don't allow them to be awkward. People will try to make them awkward, and I don't allow them to. So we got KMB in today. We got Zen in today to touch on this topic. I've got some stories. We got a phone call to get to from the radio, which I'm super, super excited to play that. Without further ado, KMB, if you want to request the box, you are more than welcome. And for the new friends, hi, Jay. The cool thing about this show that makes it different from every other show on the app is we're not just a live stream show. We're also an FM show. And we do this show on 94.7 Hits FM in Montreal. Let's see KMB in the house tonight. This is my guy. So before I bring KMB in, I got to just say a few words about the man because KMB, listen, I say this every time that these people are some of my favorite people on the app, but with KMB, this is a whole new level of respect that I have for this dude. This guy is a musician. He's involved with creating this summer camp, which we'll talk about that a little bit later on after we touch on the topic. This guy is I'm telling you, one of the most inspiring humans on this app. If you don't know KMB, you got to hit him with a favorite right now. KMB, welcome. You're the first guest ever on Choff FM. What's up, bro?
What's up, my brother?
You know,
how are you, man? Yo, first of all, listen. If anybody is gonna brag, it's gonna be me. And it ain't going to be about me. It's going to be about you, brother. You doing your thing. Everybody in here, can you guys just, brag about Choff for bringing this kind of content to a place like this, bro?
Oh,
Mel, respect you, bro. Mel, we love you, Mel. Shout out to all y'all in here. Let's go. Freaking brand new show, Choff FM. Get it right. This is no longer On Air with Choff. This is Choff FM. Let's go.
Yes, sir. It's our own radio station, bro.
Bro, listen. We live in the dream, Choff. We live in the dream.
I love it. And I see we got your sweetie in here, too. What up, Haley?
Hi, babe.
KMB, how you living right now, man? Is the quarantine got the best of you? Or you doing all right?
No, I'm actually, so here's the funny thing, all right? I think people get it misconstrued about me and about other outgoing people. I don't know what it is about you, but for me, I'm actually an introvert. I love alone time. I need alone time. I think a lot of creatives in general, you know, whether you're a musician or whatever you do creatively, I think you love alone time. You know what I mean? So quarantine ain't nothing for me. You know, like I don't really need to be out there in the world. It's fun, and I think they're obviously, and when things are good, it's a great thing to be out there in the world. Like I love live music. That's probably the one thing that quarantine really, you know, I think for you too, obviously everybody who loves music, right? I think whether you're a musician or a fan, like just live music is music, man. So
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's funny too, because while I miss live music like so much, part of me is also like so grateful that every weekend there isn't like 20 concerts going on. So I'm sitting at home having FOMO, or like I'm at one concert, I'm like, oh, I want to be here. Or like, you know, for me, it was like, you know, I had a lot of club DJ residencies, which was awesome, but it's like I'm running around to like, you know, 6 clubs a week and like standing there for 5 hours DJing the whole time. It was like the best times ever, but at the same time, you know, I'm really appreciating the downtime too, so I can relate.
yeah, enjoy. So that's the whole point of what I was saying. It's like whether you are in the music world, obviously like us, which can be kind of insane, right? Like if anybody, one thing about me, which I'll talk with later on, I do a lot in the music scene, and it's not easy, as you know, and it's tiring. So you got to enjoy. Like you're forced to be at home, right? You can look at it 2 ways. There's 2 ways. Everybody knows that I like to put a positive spin on everything. I think that's the difference in life. When you are forced to be alone or forced to like shut your life down for a little bit, like don't be mad about it. Don't be like in your head about it. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because a couple months from now, when there's the vaccine out and we're all good and back to life, you're gonna be like, man, I remember when I was forced to be hanging out by myself or like in my house, and like I miss my alone time and like my downtime, you know? So
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a phase of life that we all like look back on and are like, dang, that was actually kind of dope. We took it for granted, but it was kind of dope.
it's all about perspective. Yeah, it is dope when you look at the bright side, you know?
Yeah, I love it, man. So, all right, so we're going to get into this discussion here in just a sec about the weird family talks at dinner, because it's something we all have at least encountered once in our life. But before we dive into that topic and we hear your stories, KMB, tell us a little bit about like what you do.
Shoot. I like to say what I don't do, but
Okay.
because I do a lot of things. Me and Choff, we got to talk a little bit, but basically my careers, like the things that I do as a career, I teach PE. So like for middle school and high school, I got my master's a couple years back for that, and my love for that grew out of, you know, from the time I was young, I was involved in summer camps, and then I started working at a summer camp. I use my creative energy, like creativity, man, it can take you very, 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 very far in life. So I use my creativity to make wherever I was better. The summer camp was amazing. Quickly, I kind of grew the rank and I started running the camp and creating new games for the kids, and you know, it just took off. And my love for like just cultivating youth really took off. And then at that time I had finished school already, and I wanted to go back to get a master's degree to teach. And so I was running a summer camp. I went back to school to teach, and all along since I was a kid I've been into music. So it's interesting. I've been, you know, involved in music stuff. I come from a musical family. I was writing music since I was a kid, and then over the years, you know, kind of, you know, that whole story is amazing. I did some big things in the mainstream music world, but kind of as a Christian, God grabbed a hold of my heart, and ironically, I had to give up a lot of it's hard to explain, but I had to give up a lot of my show opportunities and because I was doing huge shows, but they weren't really it wasn't fulfilling for me. It was getting people, you know, rowdy and drunk and, you know, the whole shenanigans. I never felt fulfilled. So God kind of spoke to me. I also lead youth group in church and stuff. And I went to a concert, a Christian show. And before that, Christian music was lame to me. And I went to that show and kind of God spoke to me. And ever since then, you know, I kind of gave up a lot of, you know, I just really gave up my selfish ambition and I wanted to be selfless, if that makes sense. As a Christian, you know what I mean? That's what we're here to do. So whether it's streaming and how did I get involved in the streaming world, that's a whole different story. But
yeah, we can dive into that a whole nother day. You know what I mean?
Sir,
I love that though. It's so good to hear that you're like harnessing your potential to help people. And I just can only imagine how cool it would be to have you as a PE teacher too.
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I wish I had a teacher like me. That's all I gotta say.
I love it, man. So what are your family functions like? You got a big family, you got a small family. Is everyone old? You got people your age? What's the vibe like around the holidays?
Man, all right. So my family vibe, I'll give you a snapshot. So my dad is a pastor.
Okay.
My mom was a Lutheran school teacher, so very faith-based, you know, very inclusive and loving. And that kind of goes in, I wish you were my gym teacher, that kind of goes into my stories, which I will say. So my family gatherings, I have 3 siblings. For those who don't know, I used to have a twin brother who passed away. That's the whole KMB CDB thing, our logo. And I have, you know, just kind of not a big family, but like a strong family. You know what I mean? So,
I love that.
yeah, I mean, you know, as far as family and holidays, like being a pastor and like we had everybody who didn't have, and this is leading into the story too, everybody who didn't have a place to go, like they didn't have a family to go hang out with, they came to our house. That was kind of the spot. So
it's so cool that you say that because my family vibe is similar in that, you know, if you don't have a family, we all come here. My family is like a smorgasbord of like all these different legs of family. And like, you know, I don't have like first cousins and like second cousins and like aunts and uncles that we get together with necessarily, but it's like all the people that are like our relatives that like don't have that immediate family. So I can kind of relate to you there.
yeah. And listen, there is a very important spot in this world for people like that, because don't get me preaching because I will, but we need to be more inclusive, y'all. Like, y'all can make some time in your holiday schedule for others, for people who don't have family or anybody to go. You know what I mean? It might be annoying. I can tell you stories, but we go get into it a little bit. So
I was gonna say, so all right, first of all, once again, smiley faces in the chat if you dread family conversations at dinner around the holidays. Because I feel like when I talk to people about, you know, what they have planned for the holidays or what they're expecting or what their hopes are, they're always just like, I just want to get through dinner. I just want to get through it. We got to get through dinner. That's it. So like, what's that vibe like for you? What are some like crazy conversations or just interesting conversations that have been opened up at your dinner table?
I have many stories, but 2 of them in particular I want to share. One of them goes along the lines of this story is really funny. So think back, my background is, you know, my dad's a pastor. If people didn't have anywhere to go for the holidays, we literally recruited them to come to us. And as you can imagine, a lot of them had very interesting and weird personalities. And a lot of times, you know, there's a reason why some people are not invited elsewhere. Because they're more work, or they're just weird, or whatever it is. Like, let's be real. And they all ended up at my house. So, a funny story, okay? When I was in high school, there was I don't know if I want to. Okay, I don't know if I want to tell this part yet because it'll be more funny. No, I'll just tell it. Okay, so when I was in high school, uh, there was a guy who showed up at my church. Okay, are you following me along? Following along with me? And he came from Pakistan. Okay, he was a Christian who, like, kind of like he was going to get killed for being a Christian in Pakistan. He came to the U.S. Escaping kind of persecution, and he wound up at my church. He didn't have anywhere to live. He didn't have any family or friends in the U.S., nowhere to live. And my dad took him in. Now, mind you, I don't think he got it approved by my mom or anything, but basically, Pakistani brought into our house, lived in our basement, and on Christmas, not only did all the people come to our house, but all, like, my siblings and I, we all were like around the same age. So in high school, all of our friends came to our house for Christmas. Now, here's the funny part of the story. Are you ready for this? Middle of Christmas dinner. All of us are around. There must have been 40, 50 people in the house. And, all of a sudden, I think our Pakistani friend, his name was Kudus, comes out of our basement where he was staying, kind of, in a sleeping bag, in his PJs, looking really disheveled, and like, great guy, but everybody was very like, who the heck is this guy, and what is he doing here? I don't think he spoke much English. So, like, people are trying to say hi to him, like, as he's, like, walking around, and he didn't really know how to speak English. And it was just very funny to this day. So, to this day, you bring him up to my friends, and that story is a very funny one that will just trigger some sort of just funny.
It was like one of those moments where you're like, wait, that guy's been in the basement under us the whole time. Who is he?
Yeah, like I know everybody here except for all these, and then this guy just comes out of the basement, hair a mess in his PJs. Amazing guy, but this story is just so funny. And then he stayed with us for a couple years. So, like, we'd be hanging out with our friends playing video games, and you would just, like, if you didn't know that who Caduce was, you know what I'm saying, he would just come out of the basement and then oh man. So okay, that's story one.
Yeah,
that's story one. But if you guys, that might not be a Christmas conversation, but every Christmas we always bring it up. Yo, Caduce, do you remember Caduce? And so my other story, all of you guys probably have one family member who is very opinionated, like isn't scared to, like, you know what I mean, say what they mean what they say, and they say what they mean, and they don't care. So my aunt, and probably it was one of your aunts, right? My aunt was very just like, she would say whatever she wanted to say. You know what I mean? If you were wearing like clothes that were too dressed down, she would say, get your ass home and go change, which happened to me many times because that's just my life. But funny story, my older brother, had this girlfriend for a significant amount of time. And, we lived together at school, and, not me and her, me and my brother. So, and my room was at the top of the stairs. This girl hated me, okay? She would come there and, like, basically, we didn't get along. You know what I mean? I didn't think she was right for him. She didn't like me because whatever, And so at Christmas dinner one year, and usually, like, you guys know the dating world, you got to go out of your way to, like, make friends with people, right? Otherwise you're going to end up on the wrong side, right? And at Christmas dinner, and this girl apparently, she talked a lot to all of her friends, but she didn't talk to us. And I didn't care, you know what I mean? Don't talk to me. I don't care. You don't like me, whatever. You're not going to work out with my brother. But anyway, she wasn't talking, wasn't even saying anything at Christmas. All of us are like, shooting the chat. And then my aunt, yo, listen, my aunt was a savage. She just looked straight at her, literally right in the face around Christmas dinner and goes, "Do you speak? Are you mute?" Bro, I'm not even kidding. And this girl was like, she seemed like a tough girl, you know what I mean? But like in that moment, like she just was like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just so weird around the table. Like she said everything that we thought. Like I thought the same thing. I'm like, yo, yeah, Ben said it. How do you not like me? Like I'm the most like easygoing, non-abrasive person, and you don't like me, you don't speak to me. I say hi to you, and you literally just like give me the evil eye and walk away. And that ain't gonna fly with my aunt. That ain't gonna fly around the Christmas table. You gotta talk, man. You know what I mean?
That's oh my god, that's so bad. Even if it's just like you're making the conversation up as you go, like you gotta
like you don't have to say a lot, but when it comes to, especially with dating, you know what I mean? And you gotta like, you gotta go out of your way to like, get on people's good side.
For
Your
real,
aunt is my spirit. Yo.
It's important.
So, yeah, and then here, one quick other story.
Yeah.
If we got time. We got time. Here's another story. It's embarrassing for me. So, my nephew, now he's like 9 or 10 years old, but when he was like 5 years old, I bought him. Do you guys know what Playmobil is?
Oh, yeah.
Playmobil, like the dopest toys ever, but they're only meant for like, they're only meant for like 8 years old and up or higher, right?
Yep.
I couldn't wait. So my uncle bought me a Playmobil pirate ship when I was like, I don't know, 10. And I couldn't wait to return the favor to my nephew, So when he was 5 years old, like I bought him the freaking 10 plus age pirate ship with little pieces that, guys, I'm not a parent yet, so I get it, but they're not supposed to have them, right? But here's the funny story. So I was so excited on that Christmas to like bring it down the stairs as like a surprise. And like I fell down the stairs with the pirate ship. And like, bro, that pirate ship did not come back together after that,
You
bro.
broke it?
I was running down the stairs. I couldn't wait to freaking give him that pirate ship, and I fell down those stairs. Everybody laughed at me. I'm talking 50 people in the room laughed.
Oh.
And I was like crushed because here I am. I'm a fool. I fell down the stairs. Like I spent $100-something on this pirate ship. I just wanted to give it to my nephew. So you get the picture, y'all. Like my heart was crushed, and ever since then, it's just this rolling joke. You know what I mean? Like, remember when you fell down the stairs with the pirate ship, bro? Like, yeah, I remember. It wasn't a good moment in my life. So
yeah, that's not good. But I mean, it's the thought that counts. At least they knew that you had the right intentions of giving them an amazing gift.
Yeah. Like freaking, and the worst part about it was like everybody that wasn't really invited but they were there, they were the ones laughing hardest, bro. Like I don't forget those things.
Oh my gosh, that's miserable. But I gotta give it to your aunt though. I gotta say, like normally I would be like, oh, it's always the person that like drinks too much at dinner that like acts out. I feel like. At least in my family, like there's always one person that like has a few too many and talks out. But like in that situation, like I kind of salute your aunt, to be honest. Like that was kind of a dope way to respond.
She don't need no drinks to tell you, you know what I mean, what you need to hear,
Yeah.
And don't talk politics with those kind of people. Life advice.
Here's the thing. If it's a family dinner of any kind, there's 3 topics you got to avoid, okay? Politics.
Number 1.
Finance. Like I don't want to know your financial situation. I just don't. And maybe this wouldn't apply to your family since you're the son of a pastor, but I say religion for a lot of them too. I think a lot of times, maybe not so much with family when you're comfortable with them, but I think a lot of times people will bring up religion in the wrong context, and it ends up just offending someone, even if they didn't mean to. Your situation's different, obviously, because the precedent is set. But for most families, I think those are like the big three topics that you probably should avoid.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, even people are just so. Here's the overlying theme, right? People are just different. When you get people from all walks of life, like especially when you start mixing ages and religious beliefs and like personality types, like bro, that's where you get the reservation. You know what I mean? Like, oh, flip, we gotta like people dread the holidays. Like,
Yeah.
I think even if people are on the same page, I think there's still, like I think, people are just they need to be more easygoing, like
That
people are they want to assert themselves and their authority on people, and like why can't everybody just be a Leo and be easygoing,
right? That's like a 2020 thing, I swear. Maybe not just 2020, but like I feel like in the past decade, like it went from like we have different opinions and that's okay, we can disagree, to like, oh, you have a different opinion than me, F you, you're wrong, you're trash. Like it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just the heightened anxiety of where the world is at now. I'm not really sure.
It takes
Favorites.
you got two ears and one mouth for a reason. Like God gave us two ears and one mouth for a reason, y'all. Y'all might have heard that before, but we need to be listening before we speak. Listen.
That's the motto right there. 2 ears, one mouth for a reason. That's my takeaway today. KMB, thank you so much for being the first guest on Choff FM, bro.
Bro, I love you. You are incredible. Keep doing your thing, bro. You are killing the game. We are so proud of you. Can you guys just say something incredible about Choff in the chat? I love you, dog. Do your thing. I am honored to be the first guest ever on Choff FM. Let's go.
KMB, I appreciate you so much, man. Everyone show KMB some love if you don't know him.
Bless y'all, man. Bless you guys.
Thank you so much for being on here, KMB. For all the new friends tuning in, hi and welcome. Aaron Kirby says I skateboard pretty okay. Listen, once this knee injury heals up, bro, just you ain't even ready. You ain't even ready. For everyone who just tuned in, what up, Corey? I saw you slide in there. This is Choff FM, my brand new show. I'm super excited. Michaela, if you're here to do that second date update, feel free to request the box real quick. We got Zen coming up in just a few. And tonight is a spicy conversation. We're talking about those weird family dinner conversations that you just have to avoid. For me, my uncle, I don't know what it is. You guys know me by now, right? You know me. We've been, hanging out for months. Every year, my uncle will go on these missions to try to convince me to join the Navy. Like, you know me. Do you think I would last 10 minutes in the Navy? Like I can't even barely lift a 10-pound weight. Are you kidding me? I just think it's so funny. That's like one thing every year that I have to dodge is the fact that my uncle's always trying to get me to join the Navy. I'm just like, man, I want to, but like I can't. Real quick, we're going to bring Michaela in. This is a brand new thing we're doing on the show. It's called the Second Date Update. So Michaela met someone on the app. They got together to have a date. And we're going to talk to her about what happened and if she's going to be going on a second date with him. And maybe we'll get an update next week to see if she is. Zen's coming in right after Michaela. Michaela!
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, how are you, love?
Amazing. How are you?
Very good.
Michaela is one of my favorite people on the app. I would argue one of the wisest humans on the app. We got to make it kind of quick because we did run over a little bit with timing with KMB. So tell me about this date.
I met him actually. He came to my stream. It was his first time ever seeing somebody streaming. And I sent him a hi right away because when I saw how handsome he was, like, okay, I have to send him a. And then we started talking outside the app nonstop. And for 3 days in a row, every day when I was streaming, he was coming to my stream. and he was coming, and he
Did I
wasn't going
just lose you?
anywhere
Hang
else.
on.
He was
You
saying,
can keep talking. I think it's on my end.
yeah, he was telling me that my stream was the only stream he was coming. So we decided, we are in a lockdown, by the way, right now.
It's
And
definitely on my end. We're gonna get this fixed. We got a little technical difficulty. And,
everybody here, I don't know if
back,
people are
go
hearing
back,
me.
go back, go back. That's weird. All right, there we go. Michaela, I hear you now.
Okay, you can? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's on my computer. I'm watching on another device now. I don't know what that is, but Chris Casper, help.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Michaela.
I decided to invite him over to my place because we cannot go out. We cannot, all the restaurants and everywhere closed here in Montreal. So I said, why don't you come over and I'll cook for you? He goes, okay, what do you want to cook? I said, like, what is your favorite food? He goes, lasagna. I said, okay, no problem. You know, I'm a very good cook. I'm a big businesswoman, but plus I'm a very good cook, you know. So he goes,
that.
are you going to cook for me? I said, yeah. So he came, and the night he came, I thought everything was good. Everything was perfect. We are talking and stuff, you know. But I did one little mistake. I tried to stream same time. I just started my streaming, but he was having fun, you know. And I was talking to my friends. I know, oh no. It was for like only like 10 minutes. And because everybody knew we were having a date, and everybody already knew that we were like having supper and everything, so they were curious. So after 10 minutes, but while we were having that stream, he was sitting right beside me. And you know how like the screen is so small. It's on my cell phone. So he was so close and he was putting his hand over. And we were so close to each other. We were talking, everything was perfect, you know. And when the stream finished, he tried to kiss me. But
Okay.
I just moved my face. Okay, no, you know, I know. But still everything was good. We were talking, we were having fun and everything. And at the end of the day, at night actually, we were in the kitchen and we were like cleaning. He was helping me clean. My kitchen is small, you know. So he was so close and his hands were like on my waist. But like friendly manner, he tried to kiss me again. And again I moved my face. You know.
You denied him twice, Michaela?
Yes, I did. You know what? Because with my past, I'm a 47-year-old woman, okay? With my past experience, when you're like, you know, too close in the first date, they judge you. When you're cold, you get judged. So there is no middle way. Like, men always say that women are complicated. I'm sorry, men are complicated. They don't know what they want. So I decided like I wouldn't give him what he wanted in the first night. So I said, second time, if he wants to do it, he will come. He went home around 11:30, 12 p.m. 12 a.m. actually, in the morning, 12:30. Next day we are talking. He was again in my stream and he was talking and stuff. And at night we were texting each other. It was so funny. What he told me, actually, he didn't see like us together in the future. He goes, I don't think we will be right for each other in the future. Like we wouldn't click no long term. I said, why? Like, why do you think like that? The reason, he thought I was too cold.
Oh.
He thought I was
because you didn't kiss him?
I didn't kiss him.
Oh my gosh.
And I go, you know, I told him, like he says, like, I wasn't into him. I said, like, okay, if I am inviting you over the first night, I'm cooking for you, and you think that I'm not into you? I
You
was
did
into.
cook for him, right? And he enjoyed it.
I am Greek. You cannot go warmer than Greek. I'm telling you, you can't.
So he's
So
like totally off with his interpretation of the whole thing, right?
yes, and I told him the truth. I said I told him I liked him. He goes like, like, I don't know, I didn't see that. And he goes to me, it's been 6 months. I'm separated from my ex-girlfriend. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe something's wrong with me, he says. Maybe I still have feelings for her, he says. And I'm thinking here,
Really? He
he's
said this
like
to you?
the bullshitting that he has, like, he doesn't feel anything for me, or because I rejected him, he feels like that. It could be either. I said, maybe, like, we were both nervous. It's our first night together. We just met. And he goes, maybe. And he goes, do you want to try it again? He asked me to try it again. And I'm thinking right now,
Okay, so
does this
you
guy,
guys are going on another date, or you already have?
we are going. We didn't yet. We're going
All
next.
right, this is
Yeah.
good. The second date update. We're gonna get an update. Is it gonna be? So is it gonna be this week? You guys are gonna see each other?
I am thinking the only reason he wants to go out with me, does he want to get into my pants? I don't know. I don't know. So
I mean, I guess there's really only one way to find out, right?
yes. So we'll
The way to
see.
find out is you guys go on a date in the park.
He is not coming over this time.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, and we are not even allowed to go in the same car. Two people with two different addresses, so nobody can pick up the other person. And we are not even.
Wow.
Yeah, we can go and walk in the park. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Thank you for that story. This guy seems like he's kind of bad news, but figure that out this week. And then next week during Choff FM at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, can we get a second date update from you?
Yes, if you can.
I love it. Well, let's see. Does this gentleman just want to get in Michaela's pants? We'll find out, I guess, huh?
We'll see. He's not gonna
All right,
have-
Michaela, best of luck on that date.
Thank you, love.
Thank you so much for popping in and sharing the story.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Everybody show Michaela some love. She is the best, the wisest streamer on the app. I
am not
believe at
that
least.
wise. I am not that wise.
And one of my favorite humans ever.
I love you.
Love you, Michaela. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. That's a juicy one, right? Like, I'm with you, Wolf Taps. Wolf Taps earlier said he's happy with food. Listen, I'm the same way, Michaela. If we were on a date and you made me food, I'm good. Like, I wouldn't, like, you can't say that someone doesn't care about you if they made you food. I'm the same way, Dar. But we're going to find out next week. We'll get a second date update from Michaela right here on Choff FM. Without further ado, I want to bring my girl Zen in. We're keeping that conversation going about those crazy, wild, awful family dinner discussions. Listen, at least they hopefully don't talk politics to you, right, Zen? Hey, there she is. What's up, girl? Fresh off the reveal. How are you?
I'm good. I also had a costume change, and I know you're probably wondering why the horns and how does this have to do with it? I'm Krampus, okay? Yeah,
Oh, wait, who's that?
thank you. You don't know who Krampus is?
Should I?
If you're
Trying to
not,
remember here.
I'm gonna eat you. You
Can I
don't
phone
get
a friend?
presents. You don't get coal. Yeah, it's the dude Santa was based off of. He's Demon
Oh,
Santa.
it's German. All right, Hannah knows. Shout
Yeah.
out, Hannah. What up, girl?
Exactly. It's anti-Santa. If you're bad, I'd like destroy you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. It's when Santa doesn't stretch. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Kayla, thanks.
Hello.
Hello. So, tell us a little bit about you and your show.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Zen. I have a show. It's called The Reveal with Zen. And I know I already just said this, but I'm Zen. And it's every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I have performers from all over the app. They come on. They use a lurk account. They wear a disguise, you know, some costume that hides their identity. Then they perform for us. And we try to guess who they are in the comments. And then we reveal their identities at the end, and we crown 2 winners. Oh my gosh! A winner for the best vocal performance of the night, and a winner for the best disguise of the night. And it's a lot of fun. It's really silly. And every time I get gifted, for some reason, I start stuttering. I don't know what that's about, but that's going to be a thing for me. But thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Come check it out. It's every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you miss a Monday, you can watch the next Monday, or you like go on YouTube and watch it on Emoji J's YouTube channel, you know? Yes.
Hey, shout out Emoji J. See, that show would be like a really good thing to talk about at like a family dinner, right? People would be interested in it. What up, Rob?
Family
Talk to me a little bit about some like awful family dinner conversations you've had around the holidays.
So when you brought this up to me, my mind went places, right? My mind goes to the typical places of like your family members are always going to talk politics. Like for some reason so I'm Puerto Rican. For some reason we have this one uncle that like married my cousin and he's racist. And I'm like, how are you racist and you're married to a Puerto Rican? We don't know. But you know, there's always that. There's always going to be politics at the dinner table. Like my family's super democratic, and like my brother, he's a Republican out of nowhere. And we didn't know where that came from. And so my parents were like, my son. And, you know, there's always that. But I didn't really want to come in here and just talk about, like, stories that everybody kind of knows. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everybody has those family members that are, like, super politic-related at dinner, like, the dining table on, like, Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. And we're like, why are you doing this? Like, nobody cares. Like, keep to yourself. This is not the time. Like, I haven't seen you for like 3 years, Jerry, and you're gonna come here and you're gonna tell me about how like your Trump like is like the best president in the world. Like, nobody cares. How are your kids? How are the kids, you know? But like, I digress. So I came up with some stuff, some unique stuff to my family, things that have happened to us. I have 3 stories.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for the first one?
So ready.
Okay, cool. So my mom doesn't drink, like, at all. She never drinks. She hasn't, like, drank anything for years, and, like, literally one tiny little glass of anything will get her, like, completely wasted. This one Christmas, I guess, was really rough for her. I don't really know the details, but somebody, for some reason, brought this wine bottle called Relax, okay? My mom discovered this wine bottle, and she figured that she needed to relax because it was just a stressful Christmas. And so she starts drinking it or whatever, and I don't know what is in that, you know, wine bottle. Maybe its name has a purpose. Maybe it's connected, because the whole night, anytime anybody said literally anything, she would be like, shh, no. You know what you need to do? You need to relax.
Oh my God.
The whole night.
They put like a high dose of melatonin in there.
I don't know what the heck it was, but the entire night she would like completely pause it, but he's like, you need to relax. You need to relax. Stop. Relax. And I'm like, Mom,
That's the exact opposite energy of most of my family functions. It's usually just people screaming over each other.
You know, and we get those too, because my family's super loud. If you haven't met me, I like scream all the time without realizing it. But I don't know what it was in that bottle. It made her super chill, almost too chill, to the point where I was like about to bash my head in, because I'm like, Mom, if you say relax one more time, I'm gonna lose it. You know, when you hear a word too much and then it doesn't start it starts sounding like a fake word. Like relax didn't sound like a real word. Like, you totally made that up. That's not real. But then my sister and I, we figured we had enough of it. We're like, Mom, you need to relax on the wine and you need no more. And so we like poured the rest of the bottle out. We filled it with like water and like some other stuff to see like if she would just, be relaxed. We give it to her and she flips. She's super drunk at this point. She's like, this is not my relax. She like throws it on the ground, has this whole tantrum, and then starts sobbing. And so that was our Christmas.
Oh no!
It was a lot of fun.
Your mom was the drunk aunt at the family function.
Yeah, except it was our family function. But I'm sure she's like the aunt to somebody. I mean, pretty sure she is because I have cousins, so that would make sense. But
yeah, that's oh my gosh. Well,
relax.
at least it was this. I guess a sad drunk is better than an angry drunk, right? I mean, trying to look at the positives here.
That's true. A sad drunk is gonna cry. An angry drunk might punch somebody, and that's like legal stuff, hospital.
Table.
I don't know if you were there for that, but Wolf Taps believes that if you thank your water, the water will like taste better. It'll be more positive. So I was drinking Smart Water on the show, and they asked if I thanked the water and asked it to make me smarter, would it make me smarter? I couldn't really tell. And then they were like, if you drink Fiji water, would you go on Fiji? I didn't. I'm not there. Sorry, it didn't work. But
Nobody.
now it's proven. My
That's
family's
so funny.
really strange. If anybody knows me, you know that I'm like super weird. That's where I get it from, like straight genetics, baby. That's exactly what it is. I'm super proud of it. Sometimes I'm not proud of like them, but it's okay. My dad has a really heavy Spanish accent, like super heavy, like kind of like mafioso sounding, but if you were Puerto Rican and mafioso, like Yesenia, like hello,
Oh my god.
my name is Daniel. Like he's like super scary sounding. And so or he does like little fun things too. Like when I was younger, he would curse a lot, so my mom told him he couldn't do that. So that's where like son of a beach came from. And like the other stream, I was like son of a beach. Like he would always say that, or like son of a Brooklyn breach, like something like that.
That's
He's
funny.
pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, people are scared of him all the time. He's a big teddy bear, like only to me though, but like not to other people. But like he's scary. You wouldn't think, you would think things of him that are probably true, but we'll see. Anyway, this one day at the dining table, he's beginning to, for some reason, storytelling about his past. We don't know anything about him. We're like, Dad, you scare people, and everybody knows you from some reason. You go into the store, and everybody's like, Danny, and I'm asking him like, do you know who that is? And he's like, I have no idea. Everybody knows him, and we were so completely confused because we're like, how are you this famous? Like we go into a completely different state in a different town, and people know his name.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.